So just to give you some ideas of some marketing vehicles, obviously there's more than that, and shout any of them out if you want. But networking, that's a lot of times companies just rely solely on that. Maybe referrals, and they don't do much else. I hear that a lot from people when I'm out networking is, oh, I get most of my business from referrals. Well, think about all the other opportunities that are out there you're not taking advantage of. So, is that going to always work for you? What about when your referrals dry up? Then where's your business going to come from? So I always recommend an integrated approach. You want to have several different activities going at one time, and that's going to keep fueling your marketing funnel of leads to your business. And then you're not always solely relying on one thing. Especially if you've got maybe one partner that kind of gives you all kinds of leads, like, I'm trying to think of an example of that, but, let's say you get a lot from a coupon book, and that coupon book decides to go out of business, then, oh my gosh, I've got to come up with some other way to market. So Gus, looking at this list, what would you say some of the vehicles that would be attractive to you to try based on kind of what you've thought about today with your target audience and the services that you offer? Blogging for sure. We'll write that down.
Number 2, website SEO blog. Number 3.
And kind of tell me why you think each of these, based on what you kind of learned today, why this was effective to start with.
I think probably a lot of other people are doing the same types of things, but I think in my industry, competitive.
So you want to show up, obviously.
But I want to be there too.
Sometimes it's kind of a mandatory that you have to have a website type thing. So that might be one that you have to do just because.
If you want, especially if you want to search engine to find you, right? You got to have a website, right?
Right.
I think social media could be an avenue for my type of business. Perhaps once I got a list of clients, perhaps a direct mail. Once I had a good list, or an email newsletter.
And here you want to think about, if you're targeting maybe 80-year-old grandmothers, maybe they're not on Twitter. So think about those type of things when you think about, do they open their direct mail, or does the secretary maybe lead out some stuff and put it on the desk? So, they may or may not get the piece, or, that's going to depend on how you package it as well. So, think about those type of things as you think about your audience. And, again, you maybe don't know whether pay-per-click will work, but it's something to really write down different types of vehicles and kind of flesh out, okay, what would this cost me, time, dollars, which coupon books would be effective, how much do they cost? And so at this stage when you're developing a plan, you're really just making a laundry list, and then you're saying, okay, I have a website, maybe I need to make some updates. So put that on as part of your strategy for the years. You want to have somebody to write the content for the website. You want to optimize it for search engines. You want to add a blog to it and consistently post on that blog once a week, a couple times a month, whatever the case may be. So again, kind of fleshing out how you would go about doing these things, because if you just say, I'm going to do a webinar, and then it just sits there in your marketing plan and stares at you, and so kind of flesh it out. What is it going to take, and have more detail related to those things. So